Started with outpatient, then it went to intensive in-home. We had, I don't know how many years of intensive in-home before we had him with Miss Crystal, Miss Nicole, and Cooper. So we've had him since he was 6.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about 13 years until he went to residential.
I missed multiple Christmases, multiple Easters. It's not worth it no more.
They brought us all in as one. Yes, he had his own, but at the same time, it was everybody together too.
Well, High Fidelity Wraparound is really a team-based planning process that brings everybody together in one place to come up with one plan for the family to work towards.
Well, it wasn't too chaotic. It was just, he couldn't handle no. So anytime no was said, it was automatic blow up.
Because if my anger's out of control, then it's a wrap. Everybody knows me, I was a very violent kid. I went through trauma upon the 9 years of my life. So I used what I learned over the years that were bad. I just had to break the circle. So I was working on finding a way to channel that energy into something else instead of anger.
It's made a huge difference. It's taught us all how to sit down and talk as opposed to you blah this or you this or somebody slamming the door or whatever else would used to go on really bad. And I mean, it was bad, I'm not gonna lie. Whereas we used to all just go our separate ways. It was easier to do that than to deal with the problems. And I guess that was the biggest thing, learning how to deal with the problems and work them out.
Mm-hmm. I think we pretty much reached it. I mean, there's days we're off, but 95% of the time, it's open communication, so we're able to communicate what we need to do. And we pretty much got it.
So the family vision is really a statement or a goal that the family decides that they want to work towards, and it's really what they want their family to look like at the end of this 12 to 18 month process.
Because they actually would come in and work on things that I expressed instead of just working on everything the family did.
Because they worked on 2 things as opposed to what one person would do as a group. They didn't just work with Jonathan's needs, they worked with theirs as a family. Because before that, it was only working with what he needed. When they came in, they taught us how to work as a family and what we needed to work on and how to go about handling it so we could all cooperate and communicate. Because believe me, we were not but no means.
No, we were so far gone, it was horrible. And if it hadn't been for them teaching us certain things to do for ourselves as well as certain things to do to help him, we'd probably be back to stage 1 all over again before they ever came in.
Taught us how to cope.
Mm-hmm. Miss Nicole gave us a little sheet of different things to do when you're going through certain modes, like certain feelings, like attack modes, like breathe or do this or do that.
It's on the kitchen table.
Yep, it sits on the kitchen table. It works.
It's in the napkin holder.
And it sits up, so if you sit at the table, you can see it. Don't knock it till you try it. It sounds like it's going to be a pain in the butt. There's days you're going to say it is, but if you go through it and just deal and learn from it, you're going to make out really, really good. Mm-hmm. And your family will be a lot happier.
One of the key things that we do in High Fidelity Wraparound is really pull in all of those people that are important to the family and those natural supports and make sure they're a part of the planning.
My first reaction was, oh, here we go, just another round of not gonna work. And then as they came in, it was changing my mind. He was actually answering questions and talking and expressing different things, whether it be something I did, something she did, something somebody else in the family did, and that it needed to be fixed somehow. What could we do? It's very rewarding at the end, is the best part, when you complete it successfully. Because the client gets to pick what they want to do for their closing. we had a little cookout type thing. Everybody bought a covered plate.
Graduation is particularly significant for a family because it's an opportunity for the entire team to come together and celebrate all the positive things that happened throughout the entire process.
If it hadn't have been for all of that we've been through in the past year or so, I wouldn't know half stuff I've been doing for the past 2 weeks at all.
My daughter has dealt with some stuff through the years, and being able to navigate the system, being able to find resources, and just really wanting to give back to other families, I was able to become an FSP. We know what it's like to have a bad day. We know what it's like to have a child that acts out and you just feel like you don't know where to turn. And as family support partners, we're able to offer some hope and some ideas of where to go next. Because of our lived experience, that we've been through it with our own family, it's a way of being able to connect. So when they feel like they're the only person who's been through their child acting out in the store, in the middle of the street, that we can relate. So it's easier for them to open up and feel like they have someone in their side with them.